Hi, this is downtown Murdo, South Dakota. The video turned out to be a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but it's anyway. It's kind of a big downtown, although there's really nothing in it, and it is practically, I would say, it is literally almost a ghost town. It is just, there's nothing here really. There's so many businesses that were once here that are now out of business. It's sad, it's pitiful. There's a few places that are still in business, obviously the courthouse and a few other things, but it's pretty much out of business. There is one business that I do talk about. There's a restaurant downtown. I don't think it's open now. I think it is out of business, but I'm going to talk a little more about it in another video because I'm really interested. I wonder if it was a product of COVID or it went out of business prior to COVID. I don't know. But anyway, I'll talk a little more about that in another video. And then there's another video that's going to be just like show kind of a short snippet of the downtown area here. And when I arrived, there's nobody parked downtown. Nothing's open. There's no one parked here. I saw maybe 3 cars drive through, and that's it. There's a couple banks. They're obviously in business. And that's about it. There's I think electric company, maybe a water company, and that's about it. I mean, that's sad. In fact, this is one of the saddest ones I've seen, with the exception of Mission, South Dakota, and it was very, very sad also. Very sad. Anyway, again, downtown Murdo, South Dakota. Okay, I am here in downtown Murdo, South Dakota on Main Street, and of course it is 7 o'clock, so everything is closed up now. It kind of appears to be, well, little more than a ghost town. There looks like there's a few businesses though that are probably still open, which are not open now because it's 7 o'clock. Like here, this is Dreyer Construction. That appears to be nice building, probably still in business. And here's Charles Baker Trucking and Farms. He's probably, that doesn't appear to be a bad building, nope. And there's some pretty flowers up at the front. Yeah, some really nice flowers. But there's no one downtown, obviously. It's too, I guess too late. Too late, and there's not much here. Anyway, and here's the Veterans Memorial Building. Okay, I'm gonna walk on down the sidewalk here. There's not a whole lot here. There is, as you can see, there is, well, there's nothing. Before I walk to the other side, let's go on down here so you guys can see. Now, those 3 big, whatever, things are, it says Dakota Mill and Grain. So, anyway, there's actually 5 of them. But anyway, and I don't know what's down there. I noticed that a lot of the roads here, they're just basically, they're not even gravel, you know. I don't know if they're basically gravel. I don't know if they were paved at some point or not, but they're dirt, gravel now. Okay. And as you can see, there are no cars here. I am the only one. There was a man drove by just a few minutes ago in a Toyota Camry. He drove by and was looking around town. I don't know if he's just visiting, he's looking to see what's here, who knows, I don't know. But he only went to the edge of town, and then where those big silo looking things are, and then he turned around. Anyway, and here's another business, a senior center. I don't know if that's still open or not. Oh gosh, there's something itching. Anyway, as you can see, here's the view from, and across on the next street, of course, is a neighborhood. All these towns through North Dakota and South Dakota, they kind of just, they line up with the neighborhoods. And then here's Seniors for Service. Well, the same thing. It's Seniors for Service. That appears to be maybe an add-on to the building. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's what you can see. And then down at the end is the bank. Yeah, this is First Fidelity Bank. And I see the guy now. I guess I'm not sure. I don't know if he's looking for something or what. Well, it looks like he's got a South Dakota tag. You can't see it from here, but looks like he does have a South Dakota tag. That doesn't necessarily mean he's from this area, though, but nonetheless. Anyway, just noted that. It is much cooler here than it was last night coming from Nebraska. At 8 o'clock last night, it was still over 100 degrees. And, of course, it's still warm. It's 8 o'clock and it's 80 degrees. So, but that's, wow, not bad at all. Last night, like I said, 8 o'clock, I think it was still 101 or 102. I remember I was shocked at how hot it was. I drove all day and it was so miserable I could barely get out of the car. It was like 100, I think, on my car temperature or whatever, and I think what the weather said was 104. Looked it up last night, and it was actually, I think, 106 degrees in Valentine, Nebraska. Very hot. There's going to be a few days of reprieve, and I'm going to take those few days of reprieve where it drops down to 88, 90 to go to do the Gold Rush Byway, and then it's going to pick back up, start edging back up to like 95, 97 degrees. And when it does that, then of course I'll probably already be gone to Deadwood. I looked up the weather for Deadwood, and the weather's good for Deadwood. It's only going to be like 80 for a daytime high, maybe a little more. It's going to be a few days, going to be hotter. Nothing to write home about. I mean, I can stand the 90. That's hot, but that 100, over 100, no. And like I said yesterday, I handle the heat pretty well, but 105, 104, wow, no. Anyway, here is another building on the corner, and I can safely say that that is probably no longer in business. And it doesn't appear, well, no, there's a padlock on one of the doors. I don't know about that door. They've got curtains up in the front of it. And then there's just something. The hotel? Wow, that was a hotel? Huh. Who knew? Anyway, got a lot of nice stuff up there, but can't say. It doesn't really look like it's in business. But, I mean, this up at the front looks okay. It's called the gym. And then down here is something called the Golden West Telecommunications. There's like a little alleyway right there. So you got another view. Oh yeah, very, very faded from the other side. And then walk on down here, and we're at All Pro Towing and Repair. I don't know if that is still in business or not. Oh, looks like there's some stuff on the back side of this. I might walk down that road just to see. It's not too hot. It's only 80. It's a little warm, but not bad. And then I guess that building belongs to Golden West Telecommunications as well. And again, you can see there is nothing. There's nothing. You can see this building, and again, there's nothing. There's a truck parked down there. There was a guy, like I said, driving through, and a truck parked down there, and little else. So you can see there's nothing. And these roads through here are not very good either. Let's walk over here to the back side of this. I'm gonna see what all is. Might as well. It's not too hot yet. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to get on through down I-90 or not. I'm hoping I can, but if I can't, then I'm I'm gonna have to turn around and go back to where I was last night. I'm not gonna do what I did last night. I just wanted to get out to the interstate really and try to escape the heat, or as much as I could, and I'm glad I did, because it got cooler last night here in South Dakota, and woke up this morning much cooler. Did not even start getting hot until like 1 o'clock in the day. That, I mean, it was warm enough, but wow. So anyway, I'm gonna walk down this road right here. I'm here at these silo looking things. Okay, there's some kind of business over there. Dakota Mill and Grain Producers, Hybrids it says, and then there's another business over here. Oh, it says Beeline, wheel alignment. And now there looks like some more stuff down this little, I don't know what you call it, alley road. And there right next to this hybrid or grain business is what looks like an old house. I ultimately decided not to walk down this road. I think I'll, not much down it, I will do that maybe, because I'm walking right through the neighborhood. And here's something called Murdo McKenzie. I'm not sure what that is. There is actually a railroad track that runs right through here, right in front of it. Okay, here's another old building here on the corner of Main Street. And walk down this road here, and there appears to be an old Crown Vic with the whole front end gone. Yeah, it looks like it might have been a detective car, probably got wrecked, because the whole front end of it's gone, fenders and everything. And then here's the back side of this building. No idea what it is, but it too appears to be no longer in business. And as you can see, of course you can see from here, you can see the First Fidelity Bank over there. It's part of the reason I hear a dog barking in the background. That's part of the reason I don't walk through the neighborhood. I don't know if the dogs are loose or what, and if I just drive through and I get out to snap a photo or a little video and there is a dog loose, I can always just get back in my car and drive away. Of course, across the street, West Central Electric. And here's the front side. I have absolutely no clue what this business was. Wish I knew, but no clue. And then, of course, here is an auto parts place. And then walk down this way just a little bit, and there's a, I don't know, few, looks like a truck down there and a pickup down there and a few other vehicles going down toward Business Loop 90. Let's see, no idea what any of this is. And then there's this, and this appears to be Main Street Grill and Pizza. They are not open. I don't know if they're open now and just, you know, the restaurant's open but just not open at 7 o'clock. I don't know. There's a sign on the front that they did serve beer, so it's hard to believe. Casablanca Restaurant, Italian American Cuisine, Pizza. There's nothing on the door that says they're, when they'll be open, when they'll be back. Nothing. You know, I went through this downtown in Mission, South Dakota yesterday, and I noticed that You know, and then there's another business over here. Oh, anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. I noticed that, you know, there was a coffee place that was out, you know, was out of business, or appeared to be out of business at some, I mean, it wasn't open at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so, or 6, so that's kind of hard to believe. And anyway, here is a pizza restaurant that, I don't know. You know, there's nothing on the door that says what their hours of operation are. And as I stated yesterday, when I saw the coffee place, you know, it was open and there were other businesses, and I have to wonder if these businesses were especially in little tiny towns like this, or were products of COVID that, you know, they lost their help, they couldn't serve people, and then they couldn't afford to stay open, and boom. I mean, anyway, like I said, well, no, the door there, the sign above it says Main Street Grill and Pizza, and that says Casablanca Restaurant. No idea. I meant to look these up last night. The Caribou Coffee Place in Mission, South Dakota, and this one in here in Murdo. Don't know. Anyway, I don't know. But I do wonder if, because I know when I watched the news last year, there were much talk about businesses that simply could not stay open, and they dried up and were forced to shut down. So I don't know if these businesses were forced to shut down when COVID hit, or perhaps they had to shut down prior to COVID. You know, there's no way to know. But some of these towns that I've been through in Nebraska and South Dakota, they're pitiful. They're just pitiful. And then down here is Murdo Ford. I am going to come back to Ford in a few minutes, but across the street is the Murdo Coyote. That's the newspaper. And then, of course, the post office. And I've heard even the post office is suffering. And then there's a business on the other corner. I don't know about that, but here it's hard to see. The sun's right in my eyes. So, sales, service. Oh gosh, someone's got a GMC parked right in front. Oh wow, I know that's not even a South Dakota tag. It is, I believe, a Minnesota tag. So he might be, I don't know. I can get a little bit better view there. And here's a few vehicles out front. Yeah, that GMC has some rust too. Wow. Yep, that's a Minnesota tag. 10,000 Lakes. Okay. Oh, this is a very old Ford dealership too. Very old. You can kind of tell the building itself is well, it's old. It's just old. It's one of those dealerships, probably very tiny. You bring your car, have to call one of these places and call it in. I know I've in the past when I've had to get service done, some of these small dealerships, they can't see your car for 2 or 3 weeks because they only have a couple mechanics on duty, and they'll just straight up tell you might be better off calling a bigger dealership in one of the big cities. Yep, there's a Black Mercury Milan. Wow, he's in Colorado. Huh. It's a ways from Colorado. I mean, not a ways, but I know Julesburg, which is right on the line, is about 260 or 70 miles. So that's a ways. Ford Taurus out here figures. Anyway, a little bit newer, but still figures. Anyway, I thought I'd walk across over here. Looks like he's got some. Let me see how long. Okay, I'm at 17 minutes. I don't want to make this video too long. Wow, there is a little Pontiac out here, and it too has a Minnesota tag. But I know that it can't be I know it has to be a ways to the Minnesota line, wherever it is, because I'm down closer to the Nebraska line. So, anyway, I don't know. Here is a rusty truck with, you know, it's weird how I find this kind of thing interesting, but looks like the front tires are there and the back tires have been removed. And then this one, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This one was all wrecked. This was an old PT Cruiser. And then, yeah, go through here. There's not much out here. It's just a bunch of the Ford dealer. And this business right on Main Street, I have no idea what it was, but it too is out of business. It's boarded up. The door's boarded up and padlocked. And now I'm going, oh man, there is a pitiful looking house down through there. Oh my, there is a newish looking truck in the yard, but very pitiful looking. Oh man, you can see that. That is pitiful looking. I think some of the windows are boarded up. Maybe he's just doing work. Oh wait, no. There's a crappy building in front and a mobile home behind it. Wow. Okay. I'm going to walk the rest of the way, all the way up to 90 Business. Okay, this is the courthouse here. Wow. Okay, here's the side of the courthouse. And as I've said in previous videos, the courthouse is something, the justice system and the courthouse is something that will never go out of business. I don't care how bad things get. I don't care how poverty-stricken the people are. The courthouse will never cease to exist. And I understand they serve a very good purpose. There's a lot of criminals that, you know, they continue to do wrong and bad stuff, and, you know, and they have to be charged and jailed or, you know, given punishments. But I mean, it'll never cease to exist. They'll never stop collecting taxes. They'll never stop collecting on probate. They'll never stop charging people, even for minor offenses. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, and I don't want to get off on a rant on that, but anyway, it doesn't matter how poor the people get. If they can't pay their taxes, they'll take their house away. You know, they don't pay their court fees, they'll jail them. You know, they just whatever, you know, I mean, that's how they make money. The courthouse, and I've told friends this, the courthouse is designed to make money. You know, granted, it does serve a purpose, but it is strictly it's making money. It is there to make money. It's that simple. Marriage, divorce, it's all, you know, come to the courthouse, get married, or go to whatever. But either way, you gotta, where you go in front of a preacher or the courthouse, you gotta file it in the courthouse for it to be legal. And again, when you get ready to divorce, if you have to divorce, again, the lawyers make money, the court makes money, they all make money. It's all designed to make money. And here is another little, some kind of business, and then again it looks like I'm going into towards there's houses down through here too, so, and then there's stuff down there as well, and of course down at the end is a law office. And as I said before, every town has to have a law office. They got a courthouse, they got to have a law office, they just about got to have a dentist, although a lot of people have to, I mean, there's a lot they have to let go. And down here on the very corner is the First National Bank, right on the corner of Business Loop 90 and Main Street. And then across the street is something called Star Restaurant. I noticed that it is not open either. When I drove down here about a half an hour or 45 minutes ago, I noticed it was not open. I don't know if it too is shut down or just, I don't know, just no longer open. I'm going to walk down this way just a bit, just a little further. The bank is a nice building, I will say that. Now I'm out here and you can see across the street to Star Restaurant. I don't know. Now I walked a little ways. I walked down as far as when I left the Pioneer Auto Auction, which is all the way down to the corner, there's not much here. There's not much distance between anything, but I didn't get as far as the Dakota Lodge or the Iverson Inn. It's amazing that the motels are still operating. I guess, you know, obviously, I mean, they serve a purpose. You know, people come through here, travelers, tourists, and they have to have a place to stay. But there's not enough here, really. I mean, there's the Pioneer Auto Auction, you know, and that's about it. A restaurant, the Rusty Spur, saloon, the Pilot. That's about it. That's about all there is here. Anyway, I'm not going to walk back as far as the Rusty Spur. I've already walked past there, so I'm going to walk down this other way a little bit. And across the street is Murdo Family Foods. I've noticed that, I mean, it does not look like your typical grocery store, but it says groceries, meat, liquor. It does not look like a typical grocery store. At least the grocery stores I've seen here in Nebraska and so far in South Dakota, they don't look like grocery stores. You have to actually get up close to them to realize that that's what they are. And I'm not sure what this is. It says it's out of business, whatever it is, but it says truck parking, guest of Lee Motel. This does not look like a motel. This looks like either an old repair shop or might have been what was once a gas station at some point. That's what it looks like. Okay, here's the church here. And with that, I'm going to turn around and head back. For one, the sun is facing right toward the camera. It's getting a little dark, and I'm ready to leave and hit the interstate out there and see what gives as far as the interstate goes. As I was up there doing video of that, whatever it was, old garage. There's a police officer sitting down here, and I don't know, he's just watching, probably waiting to see if I trespassed. There's no trespassing signs on it, but like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I just want to photograph it, do video of it. Anyway, I'm headed back to my car, and I may do a little bit more, I might not. I know that I am at 26 minutes, so I've done enough. This is enough. I'll add an intro and a wrap, and that'll be it. And I don't like them to be this long. I like them to be closer to 10 minutes, but this one turned out to be a lot longer than I usually do them. It's a good size downtown. That's the crazy part. It's a good size downtown. It's just there's not much in it, and not much that's in business or open, rather. Anyway, I'm headed back to my car now, and this will probably be it for this video. And anyway, that'll do it, and I will see you in the next video. Now, I have not pulled together the first video, which is headed to Julesburg, Colorado. Anything that extra I do tonight, I will add to the beginning video. Anyway, which will actually probably essentially be before this video. But anyway, so anyway, again, that does it for this video. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace. If I don't come back and do a wrap. Anyway, God bless, peace. Hope everyone has a good week. Okay, I lied again. Here is an old, empty, appears to be abandoned house out here at the end of Main Street in downtown Murdo, South Dakota. Anyway, just wanted to share this. I'm going to do a little bit of video on the side. There's a house next to it. I noticed that They've actually got a couple of front windows boarded up. That is, and you can see, I mean, they have vehicles, pretty nice vehicles, but I mean, I don't get it. Anyway, it's just pitiful. Okay, this is the side of it. There is a vehicle in the back, but I'm pretty sure nobody lives in this house. I mean, I walked right up to it, and no, I'm pretty sure nobody lives in it. Here's a little further back. Yeah, I can see that old, you can just see it back there. I'm not sure what kind of vehicle it is. Anyway, but I would say that that house is empty and abandoned, and here's the, you can see the front of it. The front of it's all grown up. The trees out here, they have not been clipped in a while. It's actually makes a really nice, those nice pictures. It actually did a nice job on the video. It really did, but I opted, anyway, I didn't take any pictures. I don't want to end the video, and I've taken so many leaf photographs that it's just amazing. Anyway, now I'm headed back to my car, and I'm not going to do a wrap on this one because I kind of didn't lie, but I had forgotten about the old, oops, I'm having to go uphill. Anyway, I noticed I'm holding the phone. I hope my videos are turning out okay, because I'm having to hold the phone up closer to me, so especially when it's windy, to be able to hear. And I also don't want people knowing or thinking I'm doing video. A lot of people, they don't like, they don't like it if they think you're doing video, and if they drive down the street in their vehicle or walk down the street, they just don't want you doing video, or they don't want to be in the video, and it's all public out here, but still they don't like it. So okay, I am at my last stop of the night, a truck stop, and I'm going to conclude this video. I am very tired. I need to run inside the truck stop, get something to drink, maybe find a sandwich. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to do that. I just had one last night. Anyway, not really hip on that. But anyway, I'm going to conclude this video. I'm very tired. I'm in Rapid City, South Dakota, and my next stop is going to be the Black Hills. I've changed up my itinerary a bit. The next stop is going to be the Black Hills of South Dakota, then the Badlands National Park, and there's two things in between I'm not sure about. One is 1880 Town. The other is the Pioneer Auto Place. I don't know about that, those two. Anyway, then Gold Rush Byway, Deadwood, Wild Bill Hickok's burial site, then Fort Yates, North Dakota, Sitting Bull's monument and grave site, the Native American Scenic Byway. Then after that, I'm not sure. But anyway, so I got about 6 or 7 things lined up. Anyway, I'm very tired. And like I said, I'm at my last stop. Everything's all ready. I just need to get something to eat and watch maybe 1 hour of TV and then go to sleep. So I hope everyone has a good week. It's like a Thursday. I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.